Hello and welcome to the Stover Farm Channel. I'm so glad to have you here with me, and the time has come. Welcome to the main farm on Convoy, Ohio. And as the old saying goes, better late than never. This has been a very long challenge, adventure build that we've actually gone on together. Got a number of videos out there on how each location on this map has been built. So let's get the first question out of the way. What map is this, and is it available for all platforms? And the answer is it's No Man's Land, and yes, it's available for all platforms, but we've done some extensive modifications. But I want to be very clear, all of these modifications have been made inside the game editor, the same editor that everyone, console, PC, and Mac, has available to them. I don't have the ability to use Giants Editor. I wish I did. I don't. I'm on a Mac, maybe someday. So the point is that yes, it doesn't matter what platform you are on, you too could make a map just like this. That is the beauty of a map like No Man's Land. It's really an open sandbox for you to raise and lower terrain, add lakes and rivers, buildings, farms, you name it. And we did. On the first video of the series, we made the truck stop, and that has been updated over the past couple of months to include a farmer's market with sell-all items. The second thing we did was get power to the town via the Convoy nuclear power plant. All placeable items, you can even go inside. The town has slowly taken shape via a combination of all platform and Mac and PC only mods, most of them, if not all of them, available to the public. There's really two farms on the map. The first one, the test farm, we did a series of testing to see what the yield growth would be. Then we built a neighborhood, followed by a huge update of Jay Weezy's train mods. A full loop with the train, and buy and sell from the train, and a distribution center in the middle of the map. The original version of Convoy High School got destroyed by the rail center, but that's okay. We rebuilt it and added a beautiful football sports complex. Remember, in this roleplay, Meg and I are rich. We got a lot of money, easy dev style. So the house is a little extravagant. And Meg has a full micro farm at the top of the hill, horses, chickens, a little bit of hay grass. And yes, I've got my barns for all of my toys. And you're going to notice that I changed some of the buildings because that's just what I do. I can't leave well enough alone. And the last fun video we made together was the Assembly of Freedom, a parody of Cletus McFarlane's Freedom Factory. Plenty of Crown Vics, the Oval, and don't run over the grass in the burnout area, whatever you do. But being this is a farm sim game, I need a main farm. And like any good parent, I feel like this one is maybe my best. Not because it's super huge or complex, but it's so authentic and me. It's messy. It's not brand new. There's not a ton of highly modern buildings. It's just cozy, and I like that. Now, I will point out that if there are any mods in here that you see and would like information on, just make a comment, let me know. I will do my best to find them, where they're at, if they're publicly available, and get you a link. I can't guarantee you I'll find the mods. Some of them I've had for a long time, and unfortunately modders come and go. Sometimes the links get taken down, but I will do my absolute best. This is a cow farm, a smaller cow farm, and you'll notice there is a milking barn to the left. I'm going to do this walkthrough, and I'm going to do my best to try and remember all the mods and where they're at. This, I believe, is on the in-game mod hub and available for all platforms. I actually really, really like it. It's just very, very detailed. The cows actually come in here automatically at certain times of the day to do milking. I don't have any cows in here right now. In fact, you're probably going to notice I don't have any equipment here either, because I need to actually play the damn game. So many times I build a map, I do stories on them, and I forget to play the game. So I thought, why don't I actually play, record, maybe do some lives? I don't know. Might be kind of fun and interesting to buy equipment together, and I'll explain what I'm doing and why I'm buying equipment the way I am. But I do have the animals here, and don't worry, they are getting hay on a daily basis. I'm just easy debbing that in, because I don't have any tractors. I don't have any way to really do anything just yet. And if you look around, the farm is kind of red, but it's not the red farm barn mods. It's kind of a combination of things. Junk cars, decorative items, a little bit of trash over here. I loved having the apple trees on the way in. That is an all-platform mod. There's an orchard here that combines 5 or 6 trees, and then there's individual trees that you can also put down. You've got to water them. I think give them compost, which is right here, as well as fruit fertilizer, and you will get fruits from your trees. The bin site is not all platform. This is a Meridian site, kind of hodgepodge, that I found, and I added a dryer to it. It's completely separate from the bin site. And you've actually got to use the drive-over conveyor and some of these Meridian conveyors to get, product up into the dryer. It's also diesel-powered. It's not propane-powered, which I thought was interesting, but it's a Brock standalone dryer. Kind of cool. And then we've got some harvestors. Pretty typical all-platform, in-game mod hub stuff that we can make silage out of. The workshops and equipment storage are all pretty basic fanfare. I do believe these are not all platform mods. I found these on itch.io. Some really, really talented modders putting out some just great content, and I really appreciate it when they release it to the public free. Huge discussion, I know, about mods and pay for mods. I don't want to get into it. I don't know all the details about it. I don't know what the thoughts are from modders that are going to a paid model. I know there are the terms and services from... I don't want to get involved. I want to just enjoy and play the game. So I'm saying this. I really appreciate all the modders. And I really, really appreciate those that make their mods public and then go the next mile and actually submit them to giants to get them on all platforms. Over here, chickens. We've got chickens free range, very happy. We'll get a little bit of money from them. And this is really the only equipment I have over on the farm right now. The John Deere A, because I remember as a kid having a hayride, and that was like one thing I really wanted to put on this map. I want to put some hay on here and do some hay rides. I remember that very vividly as a kid. When we go to the pumpkin patch, you get on an old John Deere and an old hay wagon. And then my toy hauler, yes, it's here. It was a Chevy earlier. It's now a Ford. As of me taping this, that darn Lizard F-350 hasn't been released as a version 2 yet, but I know it's still with Giants. It's working. Again, no one knows when mods are going to be released. I know it's very, very frustrating for folks. Even as a PC player, it frustrates me because I spent so many years or months on console that you want the mods. I get it. I get it. Field-wise, there's one massive field, 3 smaller fields / pastures, and then I've got some medium-sized fields across the Lincoln Highway over there, which was the main area in off the interstate. And then you could see Old Man Johnson's farm over there where the train loops around. That's still there. That's non-functional. That's just all decorative. But I wanted a very, very large field, one field, and I have no clue what I'm going to plant here. Probably soybeans, maybe, and then I'll do corn on the others to make silage. We'll do soy for money, cash crops, and then this little area we'll do hay for animals. It's a little too steep, I think, to realistically call it a cash crop field. I think we could probably get by doing grass on this field. I just thought the view was beautiful from the top of the hill, looking out over no man's land, Convoy, and then just having kind of a gradual soft hill down. But I realize that's not realistic to plant corn or any other crop on. There'd be so much erosion. So it is what it is. All of these pastures you can get into, and I'm likely going to plant crops here. And I've also got, not on this one, but if we jump, getting lags, I've talked about lagging. We've talked about computers in the past. Someday I'll have an actual proper built PC. They're expensive. Everything is expensive. But this field / pasture has an area that we can drop some food in and some water, and I can plant, and we could also then move cattle over to this area in the event that they were going to overgraze, say, this main pasture, which is right up by the barn. And you'll notice these little igloos up here. These are decorative, but there's an all-platform release of this that you can actually, I think, put 2 to 3 baby calves in. And there's a particular mod that is PC only that allows for enhanced animals. I have, whatever the reason being, combination of mods, maybe a mod conflict, I've had issues with it personally. Others have not. I have. So I don't have it installed, but I'd like to experiment with it because I would absolutely love to have baby animals. I think that would be so cool. And everything backs up to this river with the old school brick and stone bridge. We've kind of, stair-stepped it down to the original water plane of No Man's Land. I've got a video out on that. We actually built this river and driveway together. I'd like to get a boat in here, but that's for another video. And this back road over the brick bridge is what takes you to the main estate. And I've started adding trails because I found it very relaxing with the first-person horse riding view. In the evening, the graphics on this game start to look really, really good. I'm going to grab my horse, Waffles. You can see, just kind of nice to go for a ride around the property. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but if you have a horse and you're riding it around, you've taken it out of your pasture, and you want to go somewhere with it. So we're going to ride over here to the bin site. You can get off your horse, and it will stay right there. As long as it's not in its original pasture, you can hop out, and Waffles will stay right there. So next steps for this map is let's play it. What do you think? I've got to begin buying equipment. This has to be an operational farm. And I'm thinking we do that together, and then I play. I might do some actual linear play of this map as well. Run it through a season, see what we can do. Just have some fun with it. But mainly keep up a video log and playlist of Convoy, Ohio. And just like Meadowlands, which was the first version or the first try that I ever did of taking No Man's Land and turning it into something completely different, I will release this as a save game file on my itch.io page. If you're interested in Meadowlands, it's up there now. You can download the save game. I've got a full list of all the mods that are required. Just remember, it's not a simple drag and drop situation. You've got to download the save game, then find all the mods. I can't just bundle them into a file and give them to you. That would make a lot of modders angry, and it's also a really, really big file. But there's a list there that you can look for them and download them yourself. You can always open the game if it's missing a mod. It's just not going to show up. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for this map as well. It'll be a save game with a list of mods on my itch.io page. You'll be able to go and download it. I don't know when I'll have that up, but I do absolutely want those out there that find this type of map build interesting to be able to download it and play it and give it a try, or build it yourself. I'm convinced that there are some very, very talented players and modders and sim map makers out there that, we wait and wait and wait for maps to be released. But if we just went in and took a map that was fairly basic to begin with, there's a lot of people, I think, that would surprise you that could make some pretty amazing farms. So from Convoy, Ohio, the build portion kind of over. I think everything is now in place. I'm still going to tinker and mess with things because that's what I do. And now it's time for the play portion. So stand by. We'll have more coming up very soon. And we'll see you next time, right here on the farm with the Stovers.